Thank you so much. My name is Lucy Jeffrey. I'm the founder and the CEO of the Entrepreneur Nation. I founded the Entrepreneur Nation in 2018 when it became apparent to me that entrepreneurs and professionals like you needed something different. So we've been operating since 2018. We've been hosting these events every year since 2018. And so today, I don't want to take much time. I just want to thank you so much for supporting the Entrepreneur Nation. We've grown so much. Just today, I would like to let you know that over 25 chapters are represented, although everyone didn't show up. So there are some members who didn't show up because of the weather. There are some members who didn't show up because of the healthcare situation, but I thank everyone who was able to make it. I would like you to mark your calendar because it's always the last Tuesday of November. Whatever date it is, it's the last Tuesday of November. So we have a lineup. If you look at the program, we have a big lineup of people who are going to speak to you because although I talk a lot on social media, there are so many who lead this company and who have made this company what it is, and I want you to see them today. I would like to introduce lawyer Michelle Castillo, and Michelle has been part of the Entrepreneur Nation since 2018. He took a quick break because he's very busy. He's also a professor at Venture College. He took a quick break and he has come back. And so Michelle is also a member of the CEO's Club and is the regional director who leads the London West chapter. So Michelle Castillo is a lawyer with over 25 years of experience in civil litigation and dispute resolution. He's actually the commercial litigation lawyer of the Entrepreneur Nation. So when people refuse to pay our money, we actually send them to lawyer Michelle Castillo. So Michelle Castillo is originally from Guatemala, Central America, and he moved to Canada when he was 15 years old. And so he's the MC who is controlling our event today. And Michelle, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for your loyalty to the Entrepreneur Nation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Lucy forgot to say that I was also Mr. Guatemala before. So thank you, Lucy, for introducing me. I'll be the Master of Ceremonies. For those of you that were born in the 60s, I will be Julie McCoy. I will be your social convener. If you're younger and you're wondering who Julie McCoy was, she was a social convener on the Love Boat. For those of you that are younger, I'll be MC Hammer. And I just wanted to, as I look out in the room, commend you all and thank you all for coming out. As Lucy mentioned, the weather got a little bit nasty as the day progressed. But I see a diverse group of people from many backgrounds, many ethnicities, a wealth of experience, different educational backgrounds, people that have come from London, people that have come from Whitby, Owen Sound, Pickering, from all over southwestern Ontario. So a tribute to the group, a tribute to you. So please give yourselves a round of applause. But thank you very much. I would like to take my first opportunity here to introduce Shayna Bixma, one of the people that has driven in from far away today. She's going to be talking to us, give us a brief history of the Entrepreneur Nation. I can tell you that Shayna is the founder of Bixma Law in Hamilton, Ontario, and she's the regional director of the Hamilton chapter, originally from Jamaica. I give you Shayna Bixma.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you. It's going to raise this up for us shy ladies in the room here. So without further ado, a brief history of the corporation, the Entrepreneur Nation. Okay, folks, so for those who may not be aware, the Entrepreneur Nation was started by the fabulous Lucy Jeffrey in 2018. Yes, applause. This is fantastic. Who has also now been recognized as a journalist, so we have to add that to her CV. And she started this company, as she mentioned earlier, in response to a void in the professional networking market. While there are other networking organizations out there, there's not been something in southwestern Ontario in particular quite like the Entrepreneur Nation. particularly that has tailored its structure and its offerings to business professionals in the way that the Entrepreneur Nation has. From the attendance requirements to the additional networking and profile building opportunities that are included in your membership, as the members here know, the high caliber of the members as well. The Entrepreneur Nation truly sets itself apart and has done so for the past 5+ years and counting, with over 25 chapters and more in the works. In terms of my own experience with the Entrepreneur Nation, I've been a part of the nation, as we affectionately call it, since I believe April of 2020, so shortly after the pandemic hit. And so it's been 3+ years for me now in this organization as a member, and now almost 2 years, I believe, or about 2 years as the leader of the Hamilton chapter, now as Senior Regional Director. The journey, folks, has honestly been great. I've been a member of several networking organizations over the years, and this organization has stood out to me head and shoulders above the rest in the following ways. Number one, as I mentioned earlier, the caliber of professionals in the chapter. Accomplished, well-regarded, and excellent professionals and business owners in their fields. Number two, the fact that unlike other networking groups, there are people throughout the chapter, in fact, the entirety of the chapter that I'm a part of as an example, that I can readily refer work to as an estates and trusts lawyer, and who can easily refer work to me as well, versus many other networking organizations where there are lots of people that may be in your group that I'm never going to get business from, and I'm probably never going to be able to refer business to. You don't have that here, given all the professions that are represented in the room. Number three, there's been a lot of business generated for me from my membership over the years, so much so that my associate and I are bursting at the seams and needing to continue scaling, which is a good problem to have. All right, number four, the exposure and profile building. For those of you who follow Lucy on LinkedIn, you know that she has over 20,000 followers. How many of us can say that in terms of our online reach and influence? And also, for those that may have watched the recent interview that Lucy did with me, that was on the her television network, I mentioned that there were at least 2 clients, possibly 3, that came to me because of seeing my Rogers TV interview with her at the Rogers Center while they were waiting for a game or a concert to start. And those were both heavy-hitting files, litigation files in particular for estate litigation. And so if you're wondering about the reach of these promotional opportunities that Lucy has for you through the nation, people are sitting at the Rogers Center watching the screens, folks. And if you are doing an interview with her, they will see it. The last 2 more quick points here. There's an incredible level of professional support and mentorship in this organization just by being around fellow, accomplished, excellent, influential, business owners and professionals in their fields. You are uplifted by the people you surround yourself with. And last but not least, Lucy herself, because she is a wealth of wisdom and expertise in profile development, business development, marketing, etc. People are paying $10,000 plus for a 3-month course with a business coach with, sometimes more limited credentials. If you're a member of the Entrepreneur Nation, you can take advantage happily, as Lucy provides it, of her expertise. She's willing to listen to you, give you practical advice and coaching. And so that's part of the value in your membership, is that this is somebody who has succeeded in the business world, is well connected, and she will give you that insight that you need to take your business to where it needs to be. So with all that being said, I know my 3 minutes is up. If you are considering a membership within the Entrepreneur Nation, absolutely, for the guests here in the room, do so. You would only wish that you had done it sooner. Thank you.
Thank you, Shayna. As the turkey is probably kicking in and you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, I see the dessert is coming out. I'm here to try to keep the proceedings moving along. You'll note that we're trying to move the program along so that you can get going to your home, but not before we continue with our program. We have our next presenter is going to be giving a recognition to the CEOs, which is that fine group of people you see in the expensive seats in the balcony, if this was a theater. And that'll be Bernie Olansky. He's a co-founder and partner of LexCorp Business Lawyers, providing legal advice and services on a wide range of corporate and commercial legal issues and transactions. He's a founding member of the CEO's Club and president of Diving Canada, which, by the way, one of the things about the networking and the opportunities, I had read about this, but over dinner, I got to hear a lot more about how Bernie got involved in all of that. So great opportunities not only to network professionally, but to get to know one another personally. So I give you Bernie Olansky. Please give him a hand.
Thank you, Michelle. What Michelle didn't say is I'm one of the only lawyers in the room who doesn't know where the courthouse is, meaning all solicitors work. But what I'm here to talk about today is a group that I'm very fond of. It's the CEO's Club, sometimes referred to as the Summit Club. Essentially, it's an exclusive group of CEOs and distinguished business leaders from diverse sectors who meet monthly over breakfast just to connect, to share experiences, to inspire, and to learn from one another. The meetings provide us with a confidential and supportive environment where members can discuss their challenges, seek guidance, and gain fresh perspectives from other leaders who may have experienced similar issues or the same issues. The mentorship aspect of this group really empowers us to further develop our own leadership skills, guides us in making, impactful decisions, and helps us propel our executives to new heights of excellence. So it's my pleasure to introduce the members of the Summit Club. I'm not sure if this is the expensive seats or it's the cheap seats off to the side, but if Lucy would appreciate if when your name is called, you stand up and acknowledge your existence. The first member is my law partner, Larry Cross, and he's not here today. Larry's a strategist, an entrepreneur, an educator, and a software developer, most importantly, my partner. And he is, like me, devoted to business transactional work. We do purchase and sales of businesses, financing, restructuring for tax purposes, and mostly deal with people like a lot of you, owner-operated businesses. Next member is Ian Snedden, who is the managing partner at Cohen Hiley LLP, and I don't believe Ian is here. Terry Zavitz is the president and CEO of Zavitz Insurance and Wealth. Her team of advisors are all members of various chapters of the nation, and we're grateful for her involvement and for all of her team for being parts of the various chapters. Peter Inch, president and general manager of Peter Inch and Associates Heating and Air Conditioning. Peter's been in the industry since 1977. He's won numerous awards for exceptional customer service during that time. Peter also sits on the board and is the past chairperson of Curling Canada, was actively involved in the Scott Tournaments of Hearts and the Tim Hortons Briar in London, and he also acts as vice president of the St. Thomas Curling Club. Alex Hannon, I know he's here. Alex leads a group of he's the president and the CEO of MedPoint Healthcare. Leads a group of healthcare professionals operating in London, Byron, and Tilsonburg. MedPoint operates 3 fitness facilities, an executive health center, a pediatric health center, and numerous specialist offices, and a soon-to-launch mental health center. Dan Martins is the president of the Western IT Group. Western IT Group started in the London community as a one-stop shop for personalized, courteous, and professionally managed IT solutions and cloud services. And Dan is also the president of the Hamilton Road Business Improvement Association. Adam Garba, president and CEO of A&B Print. Adam was born and raised in Cayman, Nigeria. He came to Canada in 1978 to pursue a degree in industrial management in Brockhill, where he met his wife Bonnie, and together they can handle all of your printing and promotional product needs. Michelle Castillo, most well known as the MC of the annual gala, but as Lucy mentioned earlier, he is a civil and commercial litigation lawyer with Castillo Law Chambers. Ryan Warren, partner and co-founder of Mackenzie Warren Group Law Firm, primarily in the area of residential and commercial real estate, guides his clients through purchase and sale agreements, assisting with the financial details, preparing lease agreements, and helping clients with various security needs. Steve Roman is a CA and a principal at Grant Thornton LLP. Steve's experience includes business strategy, tax planning and compliance, budgeting, cash flow, all kinds of purchase and sale transactions, succession planning, and financial reporting. And he advises independent business owners and helps them meet both their business and personal goals. Couple of the century, Nick Davies and Andrea Davies. Nick left right at the is owners and brokers of record of Homeology Real Estate Group. Nick and Andrea are committed to making the buying and selling of real estate as cost-effective, informative, and straightforward as possible while maintaining the highest level of service. They've been focused on helping clients buy and sell single and multifamily properties for over a decade, and I understand they're expanding into residential construction. Hassan Sabahalagi, President and CEO of Yellow London Taxi Inc. Hassan was born and raised in Iran, immigrated to Canada in 1991, started Yellow London Taxi from scratch, and now has 50 shareholders who are drivers and cab owners. So built a great business for himself. Hassan has founded the London Taxi Association as well as a forum for London cab drivers to share their concerns and express their views with City Hall, police, and taxi companies. Donovan Francis, the founder and managing partner of Goose Law Immigration, a tech-savvy law firm that helps businesses bring high-skilled talent to Canada without dealing with complicated immigration laws. Carrie Rizzo, Senior Investment Advisor and Portfolio Manager for Harborfront Wealth Management, with 22 years of experience. She believes in disinheriting the CRA for tax minimization strategy, and she helps you plan so that you can work because you want to and not because you have to. Jeffrey Van Giel, Professor of Leadership at Fanshawe College, an experienced strategic sourcing manager with a demonstrated history of working in the consumer goods industry. Patricia Berenson and Associates, Psychotherapy Services. Kevin Cattell. I'm going to go from memory. He's the owner of Paul J. Pickering and Associates, bankruptcy trustees. Also does consumer proposals. For those of us who get into financial trouble, he's got to be your first call.
¿Cómo? No, como no funciona ahora todo va a ser en español, lo cual está bien para Sonia, los demás, buena suerte. Yes. That portion of the of the show was brought to you by the Spanish language. All right, next we're going to have a recognition of regional directors, and that's going to be brought to you by Alexander Verrilli. Now, he is a commercial litigation lawyer, very similar to what I do, yet we've never actually found ourselves in the same courtroom. We have, however, look at this fine young man. Come over. I did come second place to him in the best hair for lawyers in Southwestern Ontario. Second place, first place right here. All right. Alexander is a commercial litigation lawyer based in Guelph. In his practice, he handles shareholders' disputes, fraud, construction, property, and enforcement of judgment. He's the regional director of the Guelph chapter. I give you Alexander Verrilli. Please give him a hand.
Thanks to you, Michelle. I don't know if this comes out. I'm not going to try. Great to see everybody. What I'd like to do is, in about a 5-minute window, kind of do what we just did with the CEOs, but with the regional directors, and we're going to have you up on stage. So can we get all the regional directors to come join me as quickly as you can, and just kind of stay behind me. It's a large group, as you can see. We have a lot of members. This is I feel like a fraction of the total of the Entrepreneur Nation tonight, although it's a great turnout. So just want to give them a quick moment with each of you so you can get to know the chapters. If you know people in these regions, of course, think to refer them into these chapters. We're always trying to grow the chapters. So I'm Alex. I'm the leader of the Guelph chapter. We started earlier this year. It's been going great. We've got about 16 people so far, and it's been a great experience being a regional director. I'd just like to invite, going down the list, and I'll just let everyone introduce themselves. It'll be a quick 15-second max onto the next person as we introduce you to all the regional directors. So let's start with Shayna, and we'll go down the line.
Do we need a mic or just...
Yeah, you can come up. Unless you can shout.
I'll keep mine short because you've already been introduced to me. Vishana Bixma, Bixma Law, estate and trust planning lawyer.
I mentioned which chapter.
Oh, sorry.
I am Tinashe Madzingo. I'm a lawyer at Diamond & Diamond Lawyers, and I'm the regional director of the Waterloo chapter.
Michelle Castillo, you don't want to hear much more from me. I'm a Westie, all right? London West.
I'm Clinton Howell. I've been with the Entrepreneur Nation now for about 14 months since the Burlington chapter started. I'm the regional director for Burlington now. And I wanted to lead the chapter because you never know when you're going to need a good lawyer.
Hi, my name's Tevin from the Scarborough chapter. Been with the Entrepreneur Nation for about 5 months. Just really looking forward to connecting with everybody, and everybody here cares about one another. So let's learn each other, get to know each other better, and let's help each other build some business. Scarborough.
Hi, I'm Natalie Bresson, family lawyer here in London, and I'm regional director of the London Downtown chapter.
I'm Ray Dragunas. I lead the Oak Ridge chapter. I'm also a member of the Downtown chapter. We're east now, I guess, compared to the Westies. And I joined the Entrepreneur Nation 2 years ago, starting my third year, just helping Lucy lead the Oak Ridge chapter, and I like meeting like-minded individuals. Thanks.
I'm Neil Ashley. I lead the Oakville chapter. I lead strategy at... Sounded live, okay. That sounds good. My only thing is I say this to all of my chapter members, give twice before you ask once, and if you do that, the nation works well.
I'm JP Rodriguez. Surprise, surprise, I'm a lawyer like most of the people here. I am the regional director for the Pickering chapter.
Hello, I'm Elena Favaro-Vienna. I am a lawyer for small businesses, so a little bit different than the other lawyers. I'm also the regional director for the Richmond Hill chapter and a proud member of the virtual chapter. So I'm excited to see you guys in real life. Thank you. I'm Fran Murray, the regional director of the Mississauga chapter. I believe that success in business is tied to your ability to nurture key relationships. Any opportunity to build relationships, I am there. And I've been a part of the Entrepreneur Nation for 2 years now.
Okay, and there's a couple not in attendance tonight who couldn't make it for weather, or maybe because they're in Calgary in one instance. So I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Dale Green from our Calgary chapter, Gilles Paquette, love him, Milton chapter, Ray Luca Soika, who I went to law school with, good friend, Director of Vaughan, Regional Director of Vaughan, Pushpinder Singh, great accountant, director in Cambridge, and new director for Collingwood, growing that chapter. If you know anyone in Collingwood, get them in touch with Vanessa Cicero. Okay? So thanks for the time. These are our regional directors. We just have one last round of applause. Oh, and pardon me, our newest, Vanessa is not the newest, as I think Wade might be the newest. Wade is leading the Niagara chapter. It's Wade Podionka. So like the other one, if you know anyone in Niagara, connect them with Wade. Thank you.
Who's the outfit? Oh, back to you.
I will get my revenge. I will get my revenge. All right. As the regional directors are exiting stage left, we're about done digesting, so the group swim is going to be coming right after this. Hope you brought your bathing suits. I'd like to introduce now Peter Niemeyer, who's going to give us a member testimonial. Peter is a partner with Peter Niemeyer Professional Corporation and is a member of the Guelph chapter. Peter?
The reason why I joined actually is to develop relationships with business professionals in my community.
By nature, referral relationships are rewarding and valuable when they are created purposefully and by design. If you're assuming the idea of giving your referrals is going to pop into someone's head spontaneously, if you hang around long enough, you're misunderstanding what a referral relationship is supposed to be. So I wanted to give a couple quick observations, and maybe you could also consider it best practices, based on my experience at attending the Guelph chapter of the Entrepreneur Nation group. So the first one is that if you don't water a relationship, you won't get anything out of it. So the point behind this is really to say that it's not just about showing up, it's about being intentional with your time. And I think listening to people is definitely a key component in it. And I see that a lot in my business practice as well. Another kind of best practice and observation here is to go above and beyond. So a quick example of this is when I contacted a regional director, Alex, and I had a client question. Alex reviewed the details and gave me an email that was so good. When I sent it back to the client, I felt incredibly confident talking to them about the issue and having a referral opportunity for them. Honestly, Alex, it made me look really good, so thank you. The third observation is to be patient. And I'm saying that because a lot of my best referrals haven't been the ones that I got first, but it was about developing the relationship with people, and then over time, that relationship grows and you get some amazing referrals. The other thing is a deeper relationship. So I've certainly found in my practice anyways that I enjoy working with a lot of my clients, and the people who are in our Guelph group, they really enjoy, meeting with each other, learning about each other, and even on a more personal level too. So the most successful people have gone to meet with people in the group outside of the networking time. So I found that to be a really good observation. Giving stories and giving best clients as examples has been incredibly, I think, rewarding when people hear you give examples of your client experience and they learn a bit about your practice. And for us, we have someone in insurance in our group, and I've never seen anyone so basically enthusiastic about insurance, which they're as enthusiastic about insurance as I am about accounting. So that was amazing. And giving referrals, that honestly helps a ton. It makes everyone want to reciprocate and give back as well too, without sometimes even the expectation of receiving something. When you receive referrals, reward people and say thank you. I think that's something that's missing with a lot of people. And we see that in our group. There is, encouragement to share, and people get thanked for it, and that's amazing. And also, final point here is to know what your ideal client looks like. That's from day one what we learned in the Entrepreneurship Nation, was that we would tell people our pitch about our business, and we would have a clear idea in mind of what our ideal client looks like. So what I really like about the Entrepreneur Nation group is that it motivates its members. We empower and support each other to grow our businesses. The group is diverse and filled with interesting people, passionate people, people that are committed, consistent, creative, purposeful, reflective, and grateful. It's filled with entrepreneurs, and it's filled with people like us. So thank you very much.